My wife practically had to drag me to my first legacy conference. I mean, I just really didn't understand the value for me. In my opinion, my wife and I were great parents, and we were raising our kids in the faith, but I didn't understand the need for us to also raise our grandchildren in the faith.
My husband and I really thought we had the grandparenting thing down. We thought we were doing it right. We babysit, go to their activities. We are their biggest cheerleaders. But we learned through Summit that that wasn't all there was to it. We are commanded to leave a spiritual legacy. So we are all in on leaving that legacy for our children and our grandchildren. We want to spend heaven and eternity with them.
So I grew up with a single parent upbringing. Both my mother and grandmother were single parents at one time, and I remember my mom and my grandmother having a significant impact on my life. My grandmother's presence in my life carried over to my mom being involved in my son's life, and I know now that that comes from a greater calling that the Lord has given us and charged parents and grandparents with investing in their children's life, because God says that we should.
Our prayers were answered with a gorgeous baby girl just this past year. And we're so excited. And really, we are ready. We have been going to classes and workshops even before she was born. Yeah.
You know, it helped us just to understand and embrace our roles as the patriarch and matriarch of our family. And then I'd say the legacy resources were just invaluable. They just helped us equip us so that, you know what, we could just hit the ground running.
And we're so excited. We're going to be attending our very first Legacy Grandparenting Summit coming up in February.
Yeah, I really can't wait, because, you know, we keep learning about God's purpose for us as grandparents. And then what's most important is we want to pass our faith on to the next generation.
I have not been a good grandparent. When my grandkids were little, I was too busy working, and after I retired, I was too busy playing. And before you know it, they were off to college, and I was just left with my regrets for lost opportunities. Fast forward a couple years, and a friend of mine invited me to this grandparenting summit. And at first I said, no. I mean, you know, I knew I'd blown it, and I didn't want to relive the regrets and the guilt. But my friend was persistent, and he convinced me to go. And I'm eternally grateful for that. I left that conference motivated to re-engage with my family and to step it up as a spiritual influencer of my grandkids. And that's my purpose. I now know that it's never too late to be an intentional grandparent.
I'm Larry Fowler, the founder of Legacy Coalition. As a Christian grandparent, you have a far greater purpose than what culture tells us about your role. You are a vital part of God's plan to perpetuate faith from generation to generation. The Legacy Grandparenting Summit is a gathering of thousands of Christian grandparents who know that their grandparenting years can be their most influential years. You can attend the summit at over 100 sites all across North America. Will you join us?